Holy balls. Arcane Season 2 Episode 6 is a masterpiece. You heard me right. Riot Games, the same company that brought so much toxicity and salt over the years via a little game called League of Legends, just dropped what might be the greatest episode of an animated series TV show ever. Calm down. I also love Dan Episode 7 or Demon Slayer's Explosions, but this blows them, no pun intended, out of the water. Seriously. If I time traveled and told you 10 years ago that Riot Games was gonna drop one of the most well-crafted episodes about humanity in animation history, you would probably laugh and report me. From gorgeous visuals to its detailed sound design, and especially the deep philosophical themes, this episode is absolute cinema. Quick disclaimer, I've been a League of Legends player since beta days. Yes, I'm ancient. I quit after Season 2, so I'm not really following the lore very deeply. I know Season 2 isn't over yet, we've still got 3 episodes to go. I'm very excited to see how they will wrap this up. The art department clearly cooked. Arcane doesn't just tell a story, it paints one. The serene utopia our machine Jesus created is just beautiful. And those birds, holy shit, look at those birds! The blend of CGI and painting aesthetics combined with vibrant colors is just so mesmerizing, honestly. It's so mesmerizing, it almost makes me want to join that cult. Almost. The cinematography department locked in. The sequence of Machine Jesus trying to heal the beast through therapy looks incredible. The use of depth of field in the shots, and the way particles and light blend seamlessly between 2D and 3D characters is stunning. I know this is cool, but this whole scene is really fucking cool. That sequence also gave me major 2001 A Space Odyssey vibes. It's not just visually stunning, it's emotionally charged. The sequence of watercolors that reflect Vander's memory of his children was also touching. The white exterior of that sequence also mirrors how much Vander has healed and how much the beast Warwick is contained. The blocking of the episode is also phenomenal. The ways characters are positioned, the framing of their environments is just peak environmental storytelling too. I thought the show used motion capture, but when I looked it up, I found that they animated all the motions for the characters without using motion capture, just reference motions. That is super impressive. Some of the movements are so natural, I just assume it was mocap. I don't know what kind of engine they used for the characters' emotions, I just know the first season took 6 years to make, but damn, is it worth it. You can feel the nuanced emotions of characters on the screen. Let me remind you that this is an animated TV episode and not a feature film. I know, I can hear you typing on your keyboard right now. I don't know if you know this, but this show had $250 million budget. We've seen movies with bigger budget than this that still turn out to be a giant flop. So the care and the craft still shows in every aspect of Arcane. Speaking of all aspects, this episode would not have landed without the sound design. Yeah, the fight sounds epic with their bombastic effects, but the true flex is when you hear all the diegetic sounds when it's quiet. Especially during the utopian scene. Just listen. Every sound is there to immerse the audience into the world of the characters on the screen. Remember Me, not the one from Coco, but by D4VD is equally beautiful. I like when it was used for the therapy scenes, but we all know the award for best score this episode goes to 这样很好 by Ethan Chan is haunting, guttural, and cathartic. You heard the song during Isha's sacrifice. You know she's going to die at some point, but it still hurts when it happens. I feel this scene would hit you pretty hard if you have taken care of someone, especially hard if you are a parent or an older sibling. Your goal is to teach them, love them, protect them. You would never want someone you've taken under your wing to die in front of you. You would rather sacrifice yourself to save them, not the other way around. I love the choice of Riot to choose a Chinese song for this sequence. Yes, you probably don't understand the lyrics, but you don't need to. You can feel it. Music, like love, transcends language. Similar to what the Nier series did with its Chaos language scores. It's a meta-commentary on humanity itself. Despite our differences in culture and language, emotions like love and loss are universal. That's why it resonates so deeply and works so well for that scene. The final lyrics right after the scene cuts to black. 我这样就很好. 我这样就很好. Can translate to I'm good like this or I'm fine with this. It reflects Isha's acceptance and gratitude towards Jinx. Isha's mute, so the song becomes her voice. It's her way of saying, thank you for the love you've shown me. Don't blame yourself for what's about to happen. It's a goodbye, an apology, and a reassurance, all in one. Isha's sacrifice here for Jinx ties back to Mbesa's chilling line to Caitlyn earlier.
Sacrifice.
Isha also understands the cost of protecting those she loves. It's painful, it's selfless, and it feels earned. If you as a viewer felt sad for her and immediately hate Jace for his actions that caused this, then you understand the balance of love, loss, and hate. The cycle that will continue for eternity. All the characters in this show, much like humanity, are wrestling with the same truth. That which inspires our greatest good is also the cause of our greatest evil. Let's take a second to talk about the hate our homeboy Jace has been getting lately. I get it, his actions this episode seems villainous, but I'm pretty sure this Jace might be a future Jay. Let's not forget that Jace's in-game champion title is the Defender of Tomorrow. He probably saw a future or reality with Victor or the Void, ruled humanity as a single entity as the result of
The final glorious evolution.
What if he's working with Echo or Heimer to go back and stop Victor before it's too late? The twist is that his action could be the very thing that pushes Victor towards the Machine Herald bad ending. My other theory would be that Victor is the agent of order/peace/healer, and Jace is the agent of chaos/war/killer. The last 3 episodes will show us both extremes that will lead us to both bad endings, both resulting in the end of humanity. With Victor, free will no longer exists. With Jace, everything will be destroyed. If Riot wants to put out quote-unquote a good ending, would be the balanced struggle between these two extreme forces, where the characters are constantly struggling, facing challenges, facing losses, but also discovering beauty and love, just like the real world. Anyways, back to Jace. Whether it's a prophecy or a paradox, Riot is setting up something huge. And honestly, this feels like a powerful meta-commentary on misunderstanding people's actions when we don't know their experiences. Every character in Arcane is deeply flawed. That's what makes this show so raw and human. I hope Riot shows this in the next 3 episodes and hammers the message to its audience. The conflict between these characters could have been de-escalated or even resolved if they reached mutual understanding. I really hope Riot's understanding message goes through, because there's a profound truth here. For humanity to exist, so must free will. And with it, actions that might be hard to understand and can cause conflict. At its core, conflict often stems from love. The love for ideals, for people, or for a better future. Love and war are 2 sides of the same coin. Without one, the other cannot exist. To anyone out there who needs to hear this, whether this episode hit you hard or you're just struggling with something in life, those feelings of sadness, dread, or hopelessness are fleeting. Just like Arcane, the real world is full of moments of breathtaking beauty, even in the midst of pain. It's not easy, but we have to keep pushing forward. The darkness doesn't last forever. Reach out to the people you care about, let them know how you're feeling, and don't be afraid to ask for help. You're not alone in this fight. The beauty of life lies in its complexity, its struggles, and its triumph. Don't give up.